we're getting ready to jump center here. The Mustangs in the dark. The dark black with the gold numbers, and the Gauchos in their home white. Beeler goes up, wins the tip, and we're underway as he won the tip from Josh Martin. Martin, 6'9" sophomore, Don. We haven't seen the Mustangs in a while. Here is Vincent, top of the key. Big student crowd here today. Now to Blackman. We'll give you the Gauchos out there. Here is Jerice. Now to Childress, the point guard. You've got Childress, Blackman, Bryson, Beeler, and Vincent. Here's the ball inside. The Gauchos have it go off of Cal Poly and out of bounds underneath.
Eric Childress tried to get a little creative. The ball got knocked out of his hands. Luckily, Gauchos retained possession.
And a quick inbound. Bryson jumper, left baseline. No good. The rebound pulled down by Reese Morgan. Yeah, it has been a while, Don. It's been, in fact, January 14th was the last time you and I saw the Mustangs, and the Gauchos had to hold on. Remember, they had a big lead in that game. They had to hold on for dear life, and they won it 76-73.
Well, that was a great way to start the Big West, and hopefully it's going to be a great way to end the Big West Conference this afternoon.
Exactly. Now here on the baseline is Nawaba on the right baseline. Turns over Bryson, missed it. That one rolled out. And Blackman the rebound. Jerice got high in the air. So Blackman, Childress, Vincent, Bryson, and Beeler out there. Here is Eric Childress on a drive going in from the right side. He makes it, and it's 2-0 Gauchos.
I think that's a weakness right there of Cal Poly. They are not a good defensive team. Eric Childress went right by everybody.
Here is Martin with it on top of the key. Dribbles, goes to the left baseline. Awich a jumper. That's Awich a jumper, beg your pardon, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by David Nawaba. Boy, Nawaba, I mean, he quickly reminds you, we've seen him in the past, obviously, Don, but how high he can jump. He was boxed out. He was 5 feet from the rim on the right baseline, and he almost got that rebound cleanly from behind.
Well, as great as he is as a basketball player, I'm not sure he's the best athlete in the family.
No, Barbara is. Here's a drive by Vincent, right baseline. Puts it up and in off the glass. 4-0 Gauchos as Gabe Vincent is able to get his first basket. Here is Sheed. Now they go to the right side, and a drive by Martin. He's bumped out of bounds by Bryson. Or check that was Nawaba who was driving on the right baseline and bumped out.
You know, I mentioned I don't believe Cal Poly is a good defensive team, and the team shoot 46% from the field, almost 50% from the field, and almost 40% from the three-point line. That's why they struggle to get wins. They don't play D.
Here is the drive on the right baseline by Awich. He puts it up, not even close, and
Whoa.
The rebound pulled down inside by Martin, and he missed the return shot with the left hand. Nawaba's shot was not even close. Here's a pass down low to Beeler from Childress. Now Beeler goes into the right corner, and this is Bryson down the lane. Good pass to Blackman, and his shot was blocked from behind out of bounds by Nawaba.
Yeah, no, Blackman's looking at the player in front of him, concentrating and getting a shot over him, and he got blocked from the backside.
So the Gauchos with a 4-0 lead, 17:47 left to go here in the first half, 15 on the shot clock, and Childress inbounds. Blackman's wide open, but gives up the three on the left side. Now they swing it to the right perimeter. Childress, 10 on the shot clock. They've got time. Bryson, top of the key, looks up at the shot clock, gives it to Vincent. Vincent now straight away, step back jumper from the left elbow. That's short, and the rebound comes off to Sheed. Here comes Sheed, 1-on-2 the other way, lays it up and missed the layup. And the rebound pulled down by Sheed inside it. Sheed still has it, kicks it out on top. Now they go to Awich, and Awich's pass is way over the head of Reese Morgan in the left corner. My goodness. I thought that was actually deflected. It was such a bad pass.
Yeah, that was bad. And the crowd lets them know just how poorly that was delivered.
I mean, he must, when you deliver that two-hand chest pass, Don, I guess if one hand sneaks in front of the other, then it's almost like a shank in golf. That's what it looked like, because he almost looked like he shanked that one. 4-0 Gauchos, and they have the ball on the turnover. Cal Poly has not looked good at all offensively so far. Here's the ball into the right corner. Blackman, a three, got it. Up, check it, long two-pointer. 6-0 Gauchos.
I think that official heard you say three. He looked right at you and gave you the two-finger mark.
2 fingers down, yeah. Here is Nawaba getting by Bryson, and the shot blocked from behind out of bounds, but did Bryson pick up his second foul? Nope, that's on Beeler. That's his first. Beeler obviously was in there with Bryson. Bryson knocked it up, blocked it from behind. Here comes Mitch Brewy and TJ Taylor, a couple of seniors. There was thought that Bob might start his 5 seniors, but he did not. And now John Green, another senior, getting ready to come in.
And another senior.
And another senior in Dewan Smith. No, wait. Yeah, here comes, we're going to have 4 new players for the Gauchos. Nawaba finally puts Cal Poly on the board, Don. 3 minutes and 18 seconds into the game.
5 of the 6 seniors are on the court at the moment, and the 6th senior, Sam Beeler, started. He took a rest.
Yep. Now the free throw is missed, but Cal Poly gets the rebound. Here's Morgan. Morgan on a drive, puts it up off the glass. No good, fouled on the play. And I think that's on Dewan Smith. It is.
Well, that's a quick foul.
Oh, good drive by Reese Morgan. Morgan is an outside threat, Don. He'll shoot from the 3 ball, and he'll make it with fair degree of consistency, but he'll also drive too. And that time the
He's the second leading scorer for Cal Poly, averages 11.6 for the season, makes the first free throw. They're a team, we talked about it, they're 4-11 in the league, but 4 or 7 of their conference game they lost by 4 points or less. So they hang around games. They just don't win games.
Second free throw, no good, and the rebound pulled down by John Green.
That can change, though. I mean, they are certainly a team that can beat anybody.
Green, 3, straight away, got it, swish! John Green, a 3-pointer, 9-2 Gauchos, and how big was Green in the second half when the Gauchos were blowing Riverside off the floor? Donnie hit back-to-back threes.
Well, he's instant offense. He only plays about 20 minutes a game.
Nawaba lost it. It comes down to Dewan Smith for the Gauchos. Here's Green, fakes his man out, kicks it right side. Bryson, 3, in and out. Rebound, Martin inside. Now Green now 24 of 67 from 3-point range. Here is Martin in the lane. Martin's in there forever. Gets it to Nawaba. Missed the layup inside. It was well defended. Brewy actually got knocked off the block that time. But Brewy had a lot to do with defending that play. Here's John Green with it on the left side. Was going to hand it off to Bryson. Instead goes to Brewy. Back to Green in the left corner. Gauchos up 9-2. Media timeout. Next stoppage of play. Here's Dewan Smith from the left corner. Dribbles. Great move. Lays it up. In. Dewan Smith with a tremendous spin move along the left baseline, Don. And he made it. Here's Morgan. 3. Missed it. Right side rebound. Pulled down on the weak side that time by Joel Awich. Boy, that got the student crowd going, and the students are still filing in. 11-2 Gauchos.
Must be raining outside.
Morgan now to Martin, 3. That's off the back rim, no good. The ball is bounced high in the air. It's kicked out to the top of the key where Sheed has it for Cal Poly. Sheed down the lane. Sheed leaves it for Nawaba, and Nawaba going up is fouled on the play. And that'll bring us to a media timeout. That's on John Green. So what a start by the Gauchos, Don. 11-2, they lead it.
And Cal Poly's getting some pretty fan that can only get better. They're 0 for 8 from the field.
Yeah, they're only 2 points of free throws. One by Nawaba and the other by Reese Morgan. And now Nawaba's going to shoot 2 free throws after he was fouled by John Green, and he makes the first. Nawaba was fouled underneath the basket. Not a good free throw shooter, Don. 62% coming in, but that was his 100th and now his 101st made free throw of the year out of 162 attempts.
Well, he gets to the line. He just can't finish it there, I guess.
Here's Brewy handing it off to Bryson. Bryson down the lane, bounce pass right baseline. Green, 15-footer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Nawaba. Nawaba, like his sister Barbara, just a fantastic athlete, brings the ball up the floor, hands it off to Shipley, who's in there.
I like to see her player and get a rebound, defensive rebound, and bring it up himself.
Yeah. They do that in the NBA quite a bit. Here's Bennett in the game for the first time now for Cal Poly. Big, strong post player. Kicks it right side. Nawaba, 3. That's no good. And the rebound to Bryson. Cal Poly, Don, 35% from three-point range. I mean, they're not good right. Here's Bryson in the lane, and he puts the floater up and in and scores it. 13-4 Gauchos. They're not hitting anything right now, but you're right. They can make threes in a hurry. I mean, it's a
they shoot on par with UCSB, but they can't defend.
Right.
They struggle on that side of the floor. The issue isn't scoring. They score 73 points a game.
Brian Bennett on the right block, puts it up off the glass and scores it. I think you and I have always liked him, haven't we?
Well, he does a nice job, and I think I would go to him often. If you remember, they did in the first game up at Mott Gym.
Yeah.
And he really hurt UCSB down low. He's big and strong.
Bennett, a senior for Cal Poly. Gauchos have it to Bryson on the left wing. Bryson with Nawaba guarding him. Now dribbles, puts up a floater from the free throw line. That's no good, and Bryson tips the ball out of bounds far sideline. That was kind of a weird shot.
It was kind of a finesse shot. Just tried to gauge it to get over the outstretched arms of Bennett. Sam Beeler checks in, as does Gabe Vincent. Bryson takes a rest, as does Mitch Brewy.
And for Cal Poly, Luke Meikle has come into the game for the Mustangs. And also Trevor John. And John has it, right perimeter. And now they go inside to Bennett. Bennett lays it up and in. Boy, he's something else, isn't he?
Well, he has
He's
probably
so
30
strong.
pounds on Sam Beeler, and Sam Beeler's going backwards. Brewy could do a better job on him because he's bigger and stronger.
So the Gaucho lead down to 5 right now. Here's John Green on the left side. Dribbles toward the paint, gets into the paint, throws a pass to Beeler. Beeler fumbled it, then missed the left-hand layup, and it's out of bounds off of UCSB.
Well, I think
that's a hard pass.
Well, I think he surprised Sam.
Yeah.
You know, John, you're used to seeing John Green go up with that shot. Instead, he delivered a nice pass, very nice pass to Beeler. Beeler just did not expect it.
So the Gauchos with the 13-8 lead. Childress getting ready to come back in. Meikle sends it over to Trevor John, who dribbles from right to left across the top of the key. Now to Shipley, to Nawaba on the left baseline, back to Shipley, back to John. And they go to Meikle, now inside to Nawaba. Nawaba lays it up and in, and that time DeJuan Smith got beat on the play, Don, inside.
Well, I think they're in a zone. They found a seam in the zone, and Smith was the closest guy. I think was surprised, you're right.
So that's 6 unanswered points for Cal Poly. That's what Don and I talked about. They'll come back at you. Here's Smith, straightaway 3, wide open, good. DeJuan's got 5 points.
What happens, though, with Cal Poly, they'll come back, and then you'll go on your own streak offensively.
Yeah.
You got to remember, teams shoot 46% against them from the field.
Yeah, here's Meikle on the left baseline to Nawaba, back to Meikle on the left perimeter to Shipley. They go right side to John, his 3 on the way, that's no good. Rebound Nawaba inside, and he's fouled on the play. Going back up for the shot, and that's DeJuan Smith's 2nd foul.
You know, Nawaba's fun to watch. You look at him, he's a great rebounder. He's only 6'4".
Yeah, the last media timeout brought it back to the action. Nawaba was shooting free throws, then he's shooting free throws again. 61%, 2 free throws. First one rims out. Gauchos up 16-10.
This might be the biggest crowd we've had this year.
Yeah, I mean, the student section's almost full. And the section behind where the Mustangs are shooting right now, pretty good section back there. Pretty good attendance, I should say. Nawaba makes the 2nd, and it's 16-11.
That's where the real Nutty fans are standing. The guys in the uniforms and with the faces, you know, the masks that they shake at the free throw shooters.
So here's Childress now, bouncing it to Vincent, who's back in there. Vincent posting on the left side, slings a pass inside, and it's a turnover. Trying to get it to Beeler. That was a low percentage pass. Cal Poly knocked it away, and they steal it. Here is Meikle, 3 on the way, left side, that's no good. Not even close. The rebound, John Green on the weak side. Green brings it up the floor. Green streaks it into the lane, leaves it for Beeler. Beeler shot blocked from behind by Nawaba. There's what Don Ford is talking about. Nawaba playing above the rim there, blocked the shot. Here is Shipley now to John, 3 from the right. That's way off the mark. That was a brick, Don, that hit the glass first, and then the back rim.
Yeah, they've not. I mean, they're shooting less than 20% at the moment. You're not going to win many games doing that.
Green, a jumper left baseline, no good. Nawaba the rebound. The game's kind of opened up a little bit now, Don. 16-11 Gauchos. Here's Shipley, kicks it left corner. John, a 3 on the way. That's not even close. And Green the rebound again. And they'll give it to Childress, and Eric doing the smart thing. He's slowing it up here. Now the pass down low on the left block to Bryson. They try to post him up against Nawaba. Bryson went up with a wild left-hand layup, not close. Rebound Nawaba. Here comes David. Now to Meikle, back to John, who's missed his last 2 threes. On top, Shipley. He will shoot the 3, and he'll beat you with it if you let him. Here's John, a 3. That's no good from the left perimeter. Rebound Beeler.
I don't understand why they don't set up, get the ball inside to Brian Bennett. He's 2 for 2.
I know. He hasn't touched the ball since the media timeout.
And you can blame that on players. I blame it on coaching.
Here is Childress. Now they've got Vincent posted down on the right. Childress gets it to him. Vincent fade away baby hook is no good from the right baseline, and the rebound comes down to Meikle. The Gaucho baseball team just beat Oregon 1-0 in 14 innings, and they are pumped, Don. We're looking at the video. They are celebrating a big, big win over a big program.
Well, they're jumping around. They're trying to stay warm, Gary. It looks cold up there.
It does. Here is Nawaba, 10 on the shot clock. Bob Williams off the bench. Now to Bennett, turn around, free throw line jumper. Got it. There you go, Don.
3 for 3. It's not that,
it's not rocket science.
It isn't, and I honestly don't understand. When you see the advantage, why don't you try and take it? Go there until they stop you.
Childress, a floater in the lane, no good. Beeler, the rebound, kicks it back out to Green on top. Green hands it off to Bryson. Bryson down inside to Beeler, and Beeler is fouled going to the basket. That's not a bad foul, Don. That's on Meikle.
Well, Sam's not a great free throw shooter. I was just happy to see Sam catch that because he struggled a little bit catching the ball tonight or this afternoon.
Yeah.
Not all of them have been great passes, but still as a player, you don't want to see that thing keep bouncing out of your hands.
Here
Misses the. Oh, he banked it in.
He banked it in. Beeler's now 16.
And he's laughing.
16 of 41 from the free throw line. Beeler is this season. Here comes Maxwell Kupchak into the game for John Green.
The free throw line is 15 feet away from the rim. He shot that about 19 feet. He missed it terribly.
Yeah.
And he still scored.
Awich back in, and that one off the back rim, no good. 17 to 13, Gauchos. And Shipley has it, front court.
I like this substitution, by the way, getting Mitch Brewy into the game because Beeler cannot guard Bennett.
No. Here is a dribble drive.
Of course, Bennett's out of the game now.
Meikle has it. Yep, that was Sheed who's back in the game on the pass. Now Sheed gets it. His free throw line jumper. That hit the glass first and then bricked off the back rim. And the rebound to the Gauchos. Here's Beeler the other direction. Lays it up, no good. Fouled on the play. That's Meikle's second. Great pass from the other side of the half-court line by Gabe Vincent. Don, that was about a 50-foot pass, and Beeler running the floor beautifully for the Gauchos.
I'm putting some of this on Sam's nerves. I think the last home game, last game at the Thunderdome, he struggled a bit catching and then finishing on the play. He makes a swish at the free throw line there.
Yeah.
And he has had a fabulous conference season for UCSB. Eric Childress and Sam Beeler both. My mind's big reasons why UCSB is playing, looking for their 8th win in a row.
Beeler's way short on the second, so Brewy's going to have to wait to come in. Martin has come back for Cal Poly, 18 to 13. The Gauchos with the lead. They did lead 13 to 4. Here's Shipley on the left side, back out on top to Martin. Martin now to Sheed. Sheed goes to the right baseline. Nawaba gets inside, missed it. It's tipped up and in by Martin.
Well, Beeler has his man, tries to go up, and then no one blocks Martin out. That is not Beeler's man, and he flies over Beeler's over his back. That's not Beeler's concern.
Kupchak goes in from the right baseline, missed the layup, but Beeler followed it in. 20 to 15, Gauchos. Good drive by Maxwell along the right baseline, Don. Put it up off the glass with the left hand. Shipley, 3, left side, good. You leave him open, he will do that. 20 to 18. The Gaucho lead is 2, but a good putback after Kupchak missed the shot. Good putback by Sam Beeler. Here is Kupchak on the right wing, and a whistle away from the ball. It is a foul, I think, on Shipley. Yep. And that's going to bring us to immediate timeout. 7:31 remaining here.
Ben is looking to have a great offensive game yet.
Yeah. Now, Bennett might be a little gassed, I guess, but he's on the bench. He's 3 for 3 for Cal Poly, and they don't have him in there. 20 to 18. Here's the inbound underneath by the Gauchos to Kupchak. Kupchak almost traveled in front of the Cal Poly bench. They get it to Childress out on the left side, 25 feet from the basket. Brewy trying to go for position with Awich down low. Here's the handoff to Vincent. He goes down the lane from the free throw line. His floater is no good. The long rebound comes out to Reese Morgan. Morgan back in the game for Cal Poly. Here is Sheed, back to Morgan. Now back to Morgan again, a 3 from the left side. That one rims in and out. Rebound. Maxwell Kupchak pulled it down. He beat Nawaba for that rebound on the weak side.
Gaucho's a little fortunate there because Morgan's the guy you do not want to leave alone.
Here is Childress, picks up his dribble, top of the key, now right side to Vincent. Vincent hands it off to Bryson. Bryson, a dangerous pass down low, and it's a turnover. Bryson was trying to get it to Brewy. Brewy was fronted that time by Awich. Awich came around and got his hand on it, and Martin saved it from going out, and he knocked it off of Brewy out of bounds. So another low percentage pass, Don.
Well, even if he catches it, Brewy's not necessarily a post player. He's going to get his points off of putbacks.
Here is Morgan. Now Martin was open at the free throw line. They didn't get it to him. Gauchos lead by 2, 20-18. Sheed kicks it in the right corner to Morgan. Morgan now to Nawaba. Back to Morgan on top. Down low to Martin. Martin's bounce pass goes out of bounds. Trying to get it to Awich, cutting underneath. Actually trying to get it to Nawaba, cutting underneath.
I'm a fan of catching that myself at about 3 feet and going up for the shot.
Yeah, why not?
He's tipping my hat to him that he's trying to be a team player and unselfish. I would have tried to shoot that myself.
Yeah, it becomes a low percentage pass, especially when you bounce it at the guy's knees, which that one was.
In traffic,
Yeah.
it's a tough pass.
Childress on a drive, left baseline, kicks it right corner. Bryson out to Vincent, 3 from the right wing. That's no good. And Martin skies for the rebound for Cal Poly.
Yeah, Martin, I'll
He can
put
get
him up with anybody as far as jumping.
Yeah, here's a kick by Childress as Cal Poly got it in the front court.
Now, we know Michael Bryson can sky. I would say that Martin for Cal Poly is a high flyer for that team.
Gauchos are bringing 3 new players in. Dewan Smith comes in, John Green comes in, and Jerice Blackman comes in. Bryson goes out. Kupchak goes out. Here's Ridge Shipley coming back in for Cal Poly, and Nawaba will go out. Boy, Joe Calero out near midcourt yelling instructions to his team, which right now is going in this half away from the Cal Poly bench. Here's a 3 straight away, and that one rims in and out by Morgan. The rebound, Brewy, and Brewy's fouled by Martin underneath. Reese upset with himself that he missed that. Don, he just kind of slapped his hand there, but that was, it looked like it was right on line. It just rimmed out. 5:33 left first half. That foul on Martin, just his first. Team foul number 4 on Cal Poly. UCSB with 5 fouls. So they're going to do the senior thing after the game. 6 of them. Going to take a while. Here's Green from the top of the key. Drives down the right side. Puts it up and in off the glass. Thrown by Martin that time at the end when he got inside. And Martin did the wise thing, Don, and did not commit his second quick foul. Because Green had that layup all the way. Here's Morgan on the left side. On top to Sheed. Now to the right wing to Martin. They kick it right side to Shipley. Back to Sheed. And Sheed's pass back to Shipley is deflected. Now the Mustangs work it in the left corner to Morgan. His 3, back rim, no good. Rebound, Sheed. Sheed will kick it back out to Martin. Now to Shipley. They go to Awich. Back to Shipley on top. Gives up the 3. Drives down the lane to Awich from the right side. Faked his man out. Now to Morgan. Left corner. They go to Sheed. A 3 is good. And that was the best offensive set Cal Poly has had in this game. They put the wrong points up. It should be 22-21 Gauchos. Yeah. They actually gave the Gauchos credit for those 3 points. So the Gaucho
Good if you can get away with it.
Yeah, Gaucho lead is 1. Boy, Dewan almost traveled there, didn't he? Top of the key, Smith with it. Now gives it up to John Green. Out on the right perimeter, it is Childress with it. On top to Blackman. 7 on the shot clock. Blackman drives down the lane, puts it up and in off the glass. Nice little left-handed shot by Jerice Blackman going down the left side of the paint.
Well, someone didn't realize that he's left-handed, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of opened up the lane for him.
24-21 Gauchos with the 3-point lead. Morgan now to the right
Heads
elbow to Martin. Martin threw it to Shipley, and Shipley had to climb the ladder to keep it from going into the Gaucho bench. Here's Sheed on top. Sheed leaves it inside, and the alley-oop by Awich gets pinned against the backboard and the rim, and so it's a possession arrow, and it will stay to Cal Poly. Awich just flat out pinned it against.
There are 21 points off of second chance opportunities, so UCSB needs to do a better job rebounding. It's a bit of a surprise because they're the best rebounding team, the Gauchos are, in the Big West this season. Gauchos shooting 40% from the field, 50% from the three-point line. At Cal Poly, just 26% from the field.
Now they're checking, I think, the score. Bob's got a stat sheet, and he's with 2 of the officials here at Media Row. And
well, I think it was going back to when they put the points up in favor of UCSB and then corrected themselves. And Bob went to the score and said, yes, you're right, and went back to the bench.
That's after Sheed made that 3 out of the left corner. So Cal Poly inbounds from underneath, and it's Shipley getting it into Morgan. So you've got 2 very good 3-point shooters out there for Cal Poly, and Reese Morgan and Ridge Shipley. Here's Morgan, bounce pass, left baseline. Bennett, pull-up jumper. That's short. That's his first miss, and the rebound, John Green.
That's his first miss and a wide open, 4-foot jumper.
Yeah, that was kind of alligator armed that one a little bit. Short armed it. Here the Childress has it on top to Green. Right perimeter they go to Bryson. Back out near the midcourt line. It's Childress with it. 3:14 left first half. 24-21. Gauchos with the lead. This is the way Cal Poly likes it. They like the low-scoring game. Here's a drive.
That's Cal Poly in the past, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
They average more points than UCSB.
Here's the
Bryson bombed away.
Bombed away at a 30-second shot clock. Vincent drove down the lane, and Bob thought Vincent's layup hit the rim and should have been a restart of the shot clock. And the ball was knocked back to Bryson. Bryson had to launch it. No, you're correct on. What I mean is this is the way Cal Poly likes it when they can keep you as an opponent to where the Gauchos are right now. Because a lot of times this year,
ahead. They're happy to be behind. Jerry, you're not making sense to me.
No, I'm saying 24 points instead of giving up 38. That's all I'm saying.
This team averages 3 points more than UCSB.
Right.
For the season.
Well,
they have upped their game, I think, trying to get better players to recruit.
Here's Martin missing the shot, and Brewy goes high for the rebound. Brewy really outmuscled everybody for that one. And we're going to have Sam Beeler coming back for the Gauchos. 24-21, UCSB with the lead. And here's a pass inside to Bryson, and Bryson going up was fouled on the play. Is that Nawaba? Nope, they're going to give it to. They're going to give it to Martin.
You know, let's think about it.
And you're going to send the best free throw shooter in the league to the line right now.
Let's think about Cal Poly for a second. You're playing a real small gym, nicely done gym, but a small gym.
Yeah.
And if you're averaging 50, 55 points a game, how do you go recruit?
Yeah.
So I think, honestly, I do feel that goes into your thinking as Bryson misses the first free throw. Yeah. I do think they've tried to score more points this season, and they're not as reckless with the three, but they aren't playing as good a defense as I think of them in the past.
Yeah.
You can't shoot almost 50% as an opponent.
Right.
And expect to win. You can't give up almost 40% from downtown. He missed them
both.
both.
Has that happened this season?
Not that I've seen. maybe on the road.
Bryson missed them both. I don't think it has. 24-21. And this has been Cal Poly's half for pretty much the last 10, 12 minutes, Don. Remember, the Gauchos got off to a 13-4 lead. And now it's 24-21 Gauchos. Here's Bennett on the right baseline. Dribbles toward the paint, turns, puts it up, and in off the glass. Is that a baby hook, Don, or is it more like a shot put? Little soft shot.
Yeah, either or, but I like the move. And really, smart play there. Go to him. We keep saying this, but he's just stronger than Bennett or than Beeler.
Yeah. Here is Vincent along the left sideline. Gaucho lead is only one now. 24-23, minute 36 to go. Here's Bryson on top to Green. Left side, long three. Got it. John Green, that was deep. That was 2 or 3 feet behind the line at least.
Well, he's shooting the ball really well this portion of the season. He's been on fire.
Yep. And Miko has the ball. He's back in the lineup for Cal Poly. He had the ball knocked out of bounds by John Green as Miko was posting on the right side of the paint. So Cal Poly inbounds, minute 20 to go, 19 on the shot clock. Gauchos lead by 4, 27-23. Miko on top, thought about the three, at least showed it, now bounces it to Bennett. Bennett double teamed on the right side of the paint. Bennett in the paint. Bennett puts up the shot, no good, fouled on the play, and I think Green got him from behind. Don, nope, they're gonna give it to Beeler. That's his second. It looked like John whacked him on the arm. And Brewy comes back in. So
I like this move anyway. I think Brewy can do a better job matching the strength of Bennett.
Yeah. Well, he's so strong that they actually they doubled Bennett in the post. Once he caught the ball, they brought Green over to help Beeler.
But then he faded away, and it ended up going over Beeler. And I mean, that was a 2-foot shot that he missed. He missed the free throw as well. Let's check out. Let me see how much.
Bennett's now, by the way, Don, 20 of 38 from the free throw line this year.
If I could find him. They have him at 6'9", 261 pounds.
Makes a second. Bennett.
And Mitch Brewy, if I could find it, he's 6'8", 242.
That's some heavy-duty lumber out there, isn't it? 27-24. Gaucho lead is 3, under a minute to play, 56 seconds to go. Childress on the left side, on top to Bryson. Bryson almost lost it. Nawaba came from behind and nearly stole it. Now Vincent on the right side. Vincent to the right baseline. Vincent cut off by Shipley. Vincent fades away and hits it. Gabe Vincent faded away and hit a 15-footer. That was terrific defense by Shipley. And now a timeout is called by Cal Poly here, 29-24. I mean, rigid.
And he's much easier to defend. You just wait for Father Time to take over. Ask Kobe about that.
Yeah. So the Mustangs inbound the ball in the front court. The Gauchos, unless Cal Poly misses and gets an offensive rebound, should have one more possession. Alwich off a screen from Bennett, drives down the left side of the paint, puts it up and scores from the left edge of the key area. And a nice shot by Alwich, 29-26. Gauchos will play for the final shot as they lead by 3. Here's Childress now on the right side, dribbling in front of Joe Calero. Now he'll dribble out to the way out on the right side. 6 seconds to go. They've got Green on the left side. Now they kick it on top. Bryson had it knocked away. Bryson's down. They're not going to get a shot off. And so the Gauchos could not do anything. I think, as Green bound with the students behind him. And we're underway here in the second half. Childress has it. Great crowd. Here's Childress now on a hesitation dribble down the right side of the paint. Steps back behind the three-point line. Goes to Beeler down low. Beeler going against Alwich. Dumps it into Blackman. Blackman puts it up. Scores. He's fouled. It counts. Good start to the second half, and Martin picked up the foul. And that's his third, Don. That is not what the Mustangs wanted, was for their big jumper to pick up a quick foul, his third.
I'm a little surprised that, weak side guy, just because the ball is on the other side of the paint, you still have to play defense.
Yeah.
And Cal Poly just fell asleep on the weak side. He makes the free throw.
And Blackman's got 7 points now. His career high the other night against Riverside, 9.
And he's a good rebounder, too, always around the board.
Here at 32-26, Gauchos lead it by 6. Alwich has it down on the right block, backing down Beeler, goes into the paint, high arcing shots, an air ball. And it's pulled down by Martin, and Martin goes back up. He's fouled on the play. That was only about a 5-6 footer. Alwich shot it very high in the air, Don, and it was either short or wide right. I couldn't tell. It was an ugly shot.
Well, that's 10 offensive rebounds, too, and I'm sure that was addressed in the locker room, and you don't want the first possession to give them another offensive rebound in the second half. He missed the first free throw.
And Martin's got 4 of the 10 offensive rebounds.
Well, he's a jumper.
Martin's just a freshman, too. Next one on the way. That's good. He's going to be a good one for them. 32-27. The Gaucho lead is 5. Childress wants a screen or wants somebody to come up near the midcourt line. Now he lobs it to Vincent, 30 feet out on the right. Vincent top of the key to Blackman. Blackman's jumper. And that one wedges against the rim and the backboard. And on the possession arrow, it goes to Cal Poly. And as soon as Blackman shot that, Bob was off the bench and upset that they did not run the offense, or that Blackman did not run the offense there. He wanted Bob, I can read his lips, pass the ball.
Yeah, it was a quick shot. That's a shot you can get at any time, but it's hard to do that. It's hard to wedge the ball up there.
It's twice we've seen it in this game. Once on an alley-oop. Here's Alwich traveled. They didn't call it. Kicks it left corner. Sheet a 3. That's off the back rim. No good. And Alwich over the back of Sam Beeler. Joel has had a rough start to the second half with an air ball in the lane on a shot, and now a foul over the back of Beeler.
Well, he could have had a travel, as you mentioned. Then he wouldn't have got that foul. Which would you rather have, the travel or the foul?
Travel, obviously, because you're going to get the ball if you're the Gauchos either way.
But it's just his first foul.
Yeah.
So he's in no trouble.
Here is Childress backing the dribble up near us. Now out to the midcourt line to Vincent. Vincent's bounce pass is kicked at the top of the key by Nawaba.
Cal Poly extending the defense out a little bit.
32-27 Gauchos. Blackman will inbound in front of us. He'll get it to Childress, and that one was swatted from behind by Nawaba, and then Nawaba going for the steal ended up fouling Childress. I actually thought, and that's Nawaba's first. Did you hear some skin, Don, when he slapped the ball? I thought he got a piece of Childress' hand right then and there. But it was on the second try at the steal. Now Vincent turns it over. Bad pass stolen by Nawaba. Here comes Cal Poly the other direction. Morgan, long three, back rim no good. Rebound tipped out to Nawaba, and Nawaba throws it in the backcourt and out of bounds. That's another offensive rebound and a turnover. Now that's a hard one to pin on the Gauchos. That was such a long rebound, Don, that's almost a 50-50 ball, as they call it in soccer. It's up for grabs at that point when it's.
But these guys are wearing uniforms, not kits.
Right, exactly. Here's Childress now to Vincent, straightaway three. Back rim no good. Rebound, Nawaba. Nawaba did a nice job extending his arm backwards to haul that one in. Here's Sheed on the left side. And his pass to Awich was deflected by Childress, but it got to Awich. Now Morgan's got it. They go left sideline to Sheed, out beyond the three-point line. Dumps it to the left baseline to Martin. Martin backing down Vincent. Offensive foul. Martin lowered his shoulder, and that's 4 fouls on Josh Martin. Calero's not happy with the official, but that's about as obvious an offensive foul as you're going to find. He was backing Vincent down, and Don, when you turn that shoulder and lower it, you're giving it to the official to blow at that point.
Yeah, he's way too aggressive, but he got eager. He probably has a four-inch advantage over Gabe.
Yeah.
Felt that he was going to score, so he got excited.
Luke Meikle has come in now for Martin, who's got to go out with 4 fouls. Here's Childress on the left wing. Nawaba coming out on him. Now to Vincent on the right side. Dribbles to the right corner. Skip pass to Bryson. Open three, left corner. Good! Michael Bryson makes it 35-27 Gauchos. Meikle the other direction. He gets Blackman in the air. Now they kick it left side. And that's Morgan. They swing it back to the right to Sheed. Now to Awich. He throws it away to the left sideline, trying to get it to Reese Morgan. And Cal Poly is self-destructing right now.
But it's not right now. They have been making nasty passes the entire game. Bad passes. There's no, he just threw that into the crowd.
Yeah. Gauchos have a 35-27 lead. Bryson does a great job to save an errant pass in the left corner. Saved it to Vincent. Top of the key, they go to Blackman. Blackman down the lane. Blackman out of control. And a whistle and a foul is called here on Cal Poly's Reese Morgan. It was almost a bailout, I think, Don, because Blackman looked a little out of control when he got to
You can be out of control, Jerry. You can't get hit.
Yeah, here comes Brian
Wait
Bennett
for him
back
to
in.
travel then if you're out of control, or wait for him to take a bad shot. You can't foul him just because he's out of control. The other thing, Cal Poly in a couple games in the league.
3 and 13.
3 and 13.
10 and 19 overall.
Yeah, that's not a way to sit on the sideline with a great deal of confidence,
No.
I guess.
Here's Childress inbounding underneath for the Gauchos. Fresh shot clock now to Blackman. On top to Vincent. Right side they go to Childress. Now to Bryson between the circles. Bryson looking inside. Beeler's got to get out of the lane. He did, finally. Here is Vincent spinning down the lane. Puts it up. Needs a roll. Didn't get it. Beeler got the rebound and scored. Sam Beeler working hard on the right side of the rim. Got the rebound. Put it back up and in. And the Gauchos have their biggest lead of 10 points. 37-27. Here is Morgan with it in the left corner. Dribbles around to Bennett. Screen. Goes back to Bennett. Bennett lays it up. And that one hit nothing but glass. It may have been partially blocked on.
I think Blackman or Baylor got a piece of it.
So the Gauchos have it off the block shot. Front court, Childress working on the right sideline. Slipped, got back up, lost the ball, got it back again out near midcourt. 12 on the shot clock. Blackman hands it off to Vincent. Around to Beeler screen. 3 on the way, straight away. And that one is good. That one actually was a brick, Don. It hit the back rim at the same time. It hit the glass and just died over the back rim and down through the hoop. So the Gauchos with a 13-point lead, 40-27, but shooter's touch, right? Here is Sheed, straightaway 3, good, wide open. Nice left-handed shot.
Well, Gauchos, I think that time looking to double Bennett down low, and again, Sheed wide open. You know, there's 5 guys playing defense, and if 2 are on 1 guy, someone's open.
Yep.
That's my math.
John Green getting ready to come in. Vincent now, hand check foul out top by Sheed. Team foul number 6 on Cal Poly, the first on Sheed. The Gauchos only have 1 foul, but 16 fouls already, Don, on Cal Poly as we hit the first media timeout here in the second half.
And said, hey, there's 6-1. I'd say just stop fouling then. Tell your guys to stop fouling.
He's still going at the official, Calero. Well, let's see it.
At least he's not going at Bob Williams like in the past.
A couple years ago, boy, they had to be separated at midcourt here.
And you wonder why police are out.
I don't wonder. Here's Bryson, top of the key, accelerates down the lane, tripped, no call. He put up the shot, it was short on the rim, it comes down to Nawaba. Left side Morgan, 3 on the way, that's way short, and another offensive rebound for Cal Poly. Sheed has it to Bennett, to Morgan, left corner, 3, that's no good. Rebound pulled down by John Green.
3 for a nickel, give him one more try.
Yeah, boy, Bob was upset. I don't blame him because the last time down the floor, Bryson was tripped and there was no call. Maybe they didn't want to call Cal Poly for the 7th foul. Maybe Calero is arguing did some good, who knows? Here's Childress. Childress now bumped from behind, no call, loses the ball. Nawaba the other way. Nawaba goes in against Green, lays it up and in, and Green falls into the cheerleaders. I hope everybody's okay. I think Nawaba fell into him also. Nope, Nawaba didn't, just John.
Boy, that was a strong play by
Wow.
Nawaba, by the way, because he got hammered on that play. Have the strength to make the layup and see what he can do at the free throw line. Good foul by John Green as well.
But Nawaba is going to have a chance at a 3-point play. That turnover at the other end by Childress. And so Nawaba, who shoots 62% from the free throw line this season, and he makes it. 40-33, 14:23 left to go here in the second half. Gaucho's pregame interview that I did with Bob, Don, I asked him about this streak, and there's been at least one half. Here's Vincent on top. It seems like every game where the Gauchos have just exploded offensively. Green, 3, left corner. That's no good. Green was knocked into the bench. No call. That was an air ball.
Yeah, you say that, but that's John Green trying to draw the foul.
Meikle, 3 straight away. Back rim, no good, and rebound John Green.
He shot the ball, knew he was short. He tried to draw the foul.
Yeah. But
there's no contact on the play. Very little contact.
Green spinning down the lane, lays it up. No good. Fouled on the play. TJ Taylor, Mitch Brewy getting ready to come back in. But you know what I mean? There has been at least one half of, it seems like all 7 of their games where they have 45 points in the first half at Northridge, and they just blew Riverside off the floor in the second half on Thursday. But it doesn't seem like there's that spark with the Gauchos right now anyway to
I think Cal Poly's a little bit better than the teams you just mentioned too.
Green makes the first.
I think they've had a disappointing season, obviously, but they have lost 7 conference games, 7 of the 15 they played. This is the 16th game.
Yep.
By 4 or less. So they are in the games. They just lose them down the stretch.
And Shipley coming back in for David Nawaba.
Remember
still arguing about the
remember how
fouls.
Tarkanian used to have the towel?
Yeah.
Just to, put in his mouth. Calero needs a little crybaby towel. I mean,
Second one is good.
I mean, he just is down there wanking, isn't he?
He's going to get teed up here in a minute if he doesn't stop.
Well, he's just complaining. You don't know that he's, what he's not.
Well, yeah,
There's
don't
some
know.
key words, obviously, that he's not using.
42-33, Gauchos by 9, 13:29 left to go. Sheed on top, gets a screen from Meikle. Now back to Meikle on the left perimeter. And they go to the new player in there. Taylor Sutliff is in the game for the first time. Here's Meikle going in the lane, puts it up, no good, fouled on the play. And that foul was called by the official standing off to the right there.
John Green.
Near the Cal Poly bench.
That's foul number 3 on John. I think there's a foul.
Yeah.
Not a big surprise to me that when I heard the whistle.
Meikle will go to the line for the first time tonight.
By the way, this league, you're talking about coaches that complain or are vocal. Jim Les is very vocal. Nobody's more vocal than Russell Turner on the sideline.
No.
And not just at the officials, at players too, I assume. I mean,
and he will use language. 42-34 as Meikle makes the first. And he makes the second. 2 good-looking free throws there, Don. 7-point Gaucho lead, 42-35. 13-10 remaining here in the second half. TJ, one of the 6 seniors who will be honored after the game. To Vincent. Vincent in the paint. Vincent had a shot, didn't take it. Now to Taylor. Bounce pass along the left baseline to Brewy. Brewy fumbled it. He was going to go against Bennett there. And now here's a ball that is kicked into the backcourt by Meikle. And it's picked up by Brewy. 7 on the shot clock. Now the Gauchos from midcourt. Here's Taylor. Taylor gets by the defense, lays it up on a reverse, missed it. And the rebound comes down to Sheed. Boy, Taylor got by everybody. Now to Shipley on the right. Dribbles straight ahead. Between the circles. Left side they go to Sutliff. Now to Bennett on the left baseline. Bennett backing down. Brewy gets him in the air. Puts it up off the glass and scores it. Boy, that's a great touch for a big man, isn't it?
Well, he uses the glass well, doesn't he?
Oh, he certainly does.
He's got a little drop step. He knows exactly where he is on the floor.
Cal Poly on a nice little run right here. They've gotten back into it, trailing by 5. Vincent down the lane, lays it up and in. Dave went to the left side of the basket and used his right hand almost as a kind of a reverse layup that time, Don, but he didn't reverse on the other side of the rim. He just laid it up with his right hand.
Put his back to the defender.
With his back to the defender. Nice play. 44-37. Here is Sutliff. 3 straight away. Good. Nope, long 2. Never mind. 2-pointers straight away. And the Cal Poly bench gets up. Boy, Calero's out on the floor 10 feet. 44-39. He wasn't arguing with the officials. He's telling his team to do stuff. Here's the drive by Taylor. He missed it, but John Green tipped it in. Nobody blocked Green out. John, talk about him, Don, playing the, here is Sheed down the lane, and Sheed kicks it out to Shipley on the right. Shipley goes in hard, and Vincent fouled him. We talk about all the things that John Green does so well, but he also rebounds the ball well.
Second half, 3 of 19 for the game. They're just shooting 33% this second half. The Gauchos still shooting the ball better, 46%. Second chance, though, I mean, they have 13 offensive boards. They've scored 10 points off of it. The Mustangs have.
Miko off the inbound, goes in, puts it up, no good. Dewan Smith, who's in the game, a nice athletic rebound for the Gauchos. Dewan's got some long arms, and he used the long left arm that time.
Another senior saying goodbye to the Thunderdome crowd.
Yep. Here's Smith on top, backs it up. Goes left side to Bryson. Bounce pass to Taylor on the left wing. Gets a screen from Green. Backs the bounce pass back to Green, and his jumper straightaway is no good. Nawaba the rebound. Nice little backhand bounce pass between 2 defenders by TJ that time. Here is Alwich getting ready to come in. Meekel's got it on top now. They go to Sutliff, to Shipley, to Nawaba. Back to Shipley between the circles. Shipley now kicks it back to Sutliff. Sutliff dribbling left to right around the perimeter. Now kicks it to the left side. A 3 on the way by Meekel. That's no good. And another rebound by Dewan Smith. Taylor up the floor with it. They'll give it to John Green on that right side. Now to Bryson between the circles. Left side to Smith. Gauchos just working the perimeter passing game. To Green, back to Smith on the left. Goes around the screen by Brewy. Back to the left side they go to Green. Green trying to go by Meekel. Green goes up. Puts it up. No good. A lot of contact. Rebound Sutliff for Cal Poly. A lot of contact, no whistle.
Yeah, a lot of contact. I felt maybe he traveled as well on the play.
Nawaba puts it up, does not get the roll, but fouled by Bryson, and Bob Williams is hot about that one. So's the crowd. Nawaba and athletic.
Calero isn't, though.
Yeah.
His complaining maybe is finding some fruition here.
Well, Nawaba with a strong athletic move going from left to right across the lane, Don, and put it up, and Bryson fouled him. That's 2 on Michael. David's first free throw, no good.
Yeah, that's when you go to the official when he misses the free throw and you say, hey, told you I didn't foul him.
Yeah.
If he made it, then maybe I fouled him.
Cal Poly shoots 68% from the line this season. Not horrible, but not great either. Nawaba's second is good. 46-40.
Full court pressure by Cal Poly. Look for a trap.
TJ's got it. Now Cal Poly backs the pressure off, and TJ will bring it across the timeline. Now to Green on the left, to Brewy on top. 9:40 left to go. The Gauchos lead 46-40. Here is Smith. Smith lost it at the free throw line, but got it back. Sutliff got his hand on that one. Now to Green. Left side 3 on the way. That's off the mark. We could tell from where we were sitting. And the rebound pulled down by Rid Shipley for Cal Poly. That was right in front of us, Don, so we had the angle on it. Here's Alwich posting up, gets it inside, and the shot is put up there by Zach Gordon. First time we've seen him in the game. He missed it, and the rebound, John Green. Here is Smith, zigzagging past half court. Smith then went down. Fortunately for the Gauchos, the ball came loose and went to TJ Taylor. Otherwise, that would have been a turnover right in front of us. TJ between the circles. Now a screen set on top by Brewy. Brewy went down on the pick and roll. TJ instead goes with the floater, no good. Brewy the rebound, reverse layup, good. He's fouled, it counts. Zach Gordon on the foul. And Calero's hot again.
Yeah, Brewy on that play was trying to get the glass, put spin on it trying to get the glass. Instead it went right into the net.
Diet Coke says that he's going to get teed up. Yes or no? You want it?
I could care less.
You want a little friendly wager? 48-40?
No, I'll pass.
All right. Brewy. Free throw, good. So Beeler comes in for Brewy. What a strong rebound and put back by Mitch. Also, Maxwell Kupchak back in the game for the Gauchos.
Haven't seen much of Maxwell tonight or today.
He's going to be a terrific player here at UCSB, just a freshman. Doesn't play like a freshman, though. Plays like a guy who's played Division I a few years. Awich goes inside, puts it up and in. Good work by Joel Awich on the left block. 49-42. Gaucho lead is 7. Here's Childress, handing it off to Vincent. Vincent drives in from the right, lays it up and in off the glass. 51-42, the Gaucho lead is 9. Well, now Sutliff on the left side, bounces it to Gordon. Gordon, left side of the paint, kicks it to Awich. He'll launch a three, that's way off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Childress. That went over the rim, Don, and hit the other side of the backboard. Gauchos have it. They have a 9-point lead, 7:47 left. Here's Vincent on top. Vincent left side, back to Kupchak. Kupchak spins in the lane, pulls up, forces a shot, needs a bounce, got it. Got a couple bounces, but it fell off. And the rebound to Nawaba. Maxwell got up in the air that time. Here's Shipley, left side three, that's no good. Rebound, Beeler for UCSB. I think Maxwell got up that time, Don, and kind of was in no man's land and had to hoist it up at the rim.
Well, he got up and saw a defender, stayed with him. He did a spin move, didn't trick the defender, so he had to alter the shot mid-shot.
Here's Bryson inside to Beeler, offensive foul away from the ball, and that's on Gabe Vincent.
Well, it's on the pick, trying to get Bryson open.
And Bob's hot at the official now. Well, there you go.
14 of those 39 being offensive boards.
That's tough. Well, as you mentioned, this is the best rebounding team in the conference, Don, and they're showing it today. Now, if...
No, the Gauchos are.
Or the Gauchos are, I'm sorry.
The Gauchos
are, and they are not showing it today.
Yes.
Cal Poly, that's what I meant to say. And the Gauchos almost taken away. Here's Kupchak guarding Awich now on the left side. Back to Sheed. Sheed, three, right side. That's no good. And the rebound to Childress, and Childress had Bryson open down the floor and did not throw the long pass.
He saw him. He didn't feel comfortable delivering the pass because you don't want a turnover there.
And that's the difference maybe between Childress of 2 years ago and Childress now.
Right. But I agree with you.
Beeler, slam dunk! Great pass, Maxwell Kupchak from the right side. Kupchak was out beyond the three-point line and threw a beautiful bounce pass between two defenders, and Beeler caught it and flushed it with both hands. 53-42, Sheed in the paint. Sheed kicks it back out. Nawaba driving from left to right, goes to the right baseline, now back in the paint. Nawaba puts it up, no good, and he's fouled on the play, and that is on Maxwell. I
didn't see much contact there. I mean, if I'm going to stand up on a play, that would have been the one. I did not see much contact.
No. Kupchak doesn't like the call either. Here is Nawaba's free throw good, and John Green will come in for Maxwell. Bennett and Morgan come back for Cal Poly.
Maxwell goes to the sideline. Maybe, I don't know if we'll see him again now.
Well, he's a little hot. He's right upset at that.
He's mad at the call and mad that he has to go to the sideline. No player wants to get taken out of the game.
And he just made a great pass. Second free throw by Nawaba is no good, so it's a 10-point Gaucho lead, 6:05 left, 53-43. Here is Childress, jitterbug move down the lane, lays it up with the left hand, no good. Beeler tried to follow it, missed it, and the rebound Nawaba. Nawaba goes in hard from the right side, puts it up and scores, And Michael Bryson was flying through the air. He looked like Superman. He took a huge swipe at that and missed it. And Nawaba banked it in, the little runner from about 3-4 feet. There's Vincent now posting down low against Sutliff. Turns, fires, missed it, rimmed in and out. Rebound Bennett. And here comes Cal Poly again, 53-45. The Gaucho lead is 8, 5:30 to go. Cal Poly, you mentioned it up there, Don, early in the season. Here is Nawaba kicking it right corner. Sutliff at three, good. And it's a 5-point Gaucho lead, 53-48. Cal Poly always plays hard, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Always.
They have a lot of effort out there, and that's, you have to congratulate.
Wouldn't that be neat for Santa Barbara High to win 2 titles? 2 titles today. The boys basketball team's already won 1. Maybe, just maybe, Don Ford will go back to his alma mater, watch it one of their state playoff games. Here's Green, slam dunk. No, he missed it. He missed it. He drove right baseline, Don. There was nobody there, and he missed the dunk. Here is a 3 right side. That's no good by Morgan, and Morgan is a dangerous shooter, left wide open there. The Gauchos got the rebound and got lucky. Boy, John would love that one back, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he was surprised how open he was. Oh, John on the dunk.
John Green, yeah. Here is Brewy now. Right elbow jumper. Good. Bennett does not like to come out to guard you, and he didn't come out to guard Brewy there. Kind of just gave him that right elbow jumper, and Mitch swished it.
I think he just doesn't honor the shot. You know, I think Bennett can come out. I think he feels that he's daring Mitch to make that shot.
Oh, here's a terrible pass by Bennett, stolen by Green in the paint, trying to get it to Awich. And that was a low percentage pass, one of the few mistakes you see Brian Bennett make out there. Here is Childress. Brewy was open underneath as Cal Poly trapped Childress on the outside. Now here is Bryson. Bryson drives in, and he's grabbed by Awich. So it's going to be a 1-1 for Michael Bryson. And that'll bring us to a media timeout, Don. 3:59 left to go.
Nice quick stay. They are 4 of 25 for the night, just 16%. They're a better shooting team than they've shown. So you got to be a little nervous, I guess. Gaucho's just ahead 7 with Michael Bryson shooting 2.
Oh, 1-1.
He'll shoot 2.
He'll shoot. Yeah, well, he'll make it. Yeah.
Because remember, he's missed 2 tonight.
Made that one. What did you say Cal Poly is here in the second half shooting, Don? 7 of
22.
They were 9 of 32 in the first half.
Yeah, they're 16 of 54.
Yeah. And they're still in it. They trail by 8. 3:59 to go. Bryson.
Well, the concern is some of these bricks that they've thrown up, as Michael makes the second, some of these long bricks they've made, they have the ability, that they've missed, they have the ability to make.
Yeah. So we've seen it a couple of times in this game where they have come back in a hurry. Nawaba now right side to Morgan, back out on top to Nawaba, left side to Awich. Back to Nawaba. Nawaba goes down the lane. Nawaba lays it up. The shot was blocked by Bryson, and they call Michael for the foul, and Michael's not happy about it.
Well, the official goes to him and said, yeah, you got all ball up top, but you got him
with the body
down low.
I think it might be a good call, Don. There was some contact. Mike, see, the crowd sees all ball. That's why the crowd's not happy, but there was a lot of body contact there, too. Nawaba's free throw, good. Tell you, if Cal Poly has designs on coming back here, the Mustangs have never led in this game, but they better make the most of their free throw opportunities. Martin's going to come back. He's got 4 fouls. Nawaba swishes the second free throw. Martin comes in for Bennett. Bennett kind of looked surprised, didn't he? He was being taken out.
I think maybe I'd be surprised if you don't start seeing some trapping or maybe a little bit more aggressive on the defensive side.
We haven't seen much of Martin at all in this second half. He picked up 2 quick fouls to begin the second half to give him 4, and he's been on the bench ever since. Here's Bryson now. Bryson down the lane, puts up the floater and scores it. What a great shot by Bryson. A one-hander going from right to left across the lane and kind of shot it against his body and made it. Here's a 3 out of the corner by Morgan. That rims in and out. And the rebound, John Green. 59-50 Gauchos. Approaching 3 minutes to play, and Bob telling Childress to calm it down. 3 minutes exactly left to go. And Childress now, you're right, they're trapping out near midcourt. Childress, top of the key, left side to Vincent. Brewy wanted it down low. Vincent goes left baseline, puts up the layup. No good. He's hammered by Joel Awich. And that's a good foul by Awich because there was no way he was going to let Vincent make that shot. He really hammered Gabe.
Well, Gabe went in strong, too. He's getting ready to do something spectacular.
Yeah.
He can earn his 2 at the free throw line now. Bennett's going to check back into this game.
So his rest was not very long. Free throw, no good by Vincent. And Vincent, the look on his face there, Don, you're one seat to my right, so you're a little farther away from him, but I saw his eyes. His eyes just got real big. He was shocked that missed.
Yeah, when you as a shooter, when it leaves your hand, you normally know if you've made it or missed.
Yeah.
And so he probably thought he had made it and was surprised to see it rim out. I was always surprised to see it go in.
And the second one on the way. No good, missed them both. Bryson tips the rebound to John Green. And Green that time, Don jumped over the half-court line to make sure that it wasn't an over and back, but I don't think that would have been an over and back, would it have? The Gauchos didn't have a possession. And a whistle and a foul here is called on Sheed for Cal Poly. And Childress will go to the line. How does that work, Don? Because I don't think there's a possession there.
I couldn't even tell, was it for sure a Gaucho who hit the ball?
Yeah, it was Bryson who hit it, yeah. But heads up thinking by John, didn't want to even take the chance of being an over and back. So 2 free throws now for Childress. He misses this one. That's 10 team fouls on Cal Poly. That's why Childress gets 2. He was not.
Yeah, last stat sheet, the Gauchos were 6 of 10. They've at the free throw line. They've missed 3 in a row.
And he makes that. 60 to 50, 2:33 left to go. Gauchos by 10. Another good game for John Green. Here's Martin on top. Martin to Sutliv on the right. Martin set a screen for him, and now they go to Sheed on the left side. Sheed to the left baseline, cut off, gets it back to Sutliv. Boy, Cal Poly's taking a long time in this possession, down by 10. Right corner, they go to Sheed. Sheed drives in, kicks it back. Martin will launch a 3 straight away. That rims in and out. Brewy the rebound. 2 minutes left to go. The Gauchos by 10, and they have the ball. That took a lot. That was great defense by UCSB.
Well, UCSB now really going to slow it down on the offensive end, use all the shot clock. I'm surprised Cal Poly doesn't go out and bother them. They are.
Here's Childress down the lane, gets it to Bryson on the check at Green, and the crowd chanting UCSB. Green goes in, dishes the pass to Brewy, and Brewy scores underneath. John Green went into the lane and almost like a hook pass that time. Timeout, Cal Poly. And Green sensed the Gauchos down. They lost 13-1.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that hurt. But Coach Checketts has balanced the books. Here is Miko with a 3 straight away. That's no good, and Bryson the rebound as Reese Morgan hits the deck. And Morgan gets back up to defend Bryson. Gauchos get it to midcourt to John Green. Green down the lane. Green lays it up. No good. Fouled on the play.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to go in on that particular play and you pull it up. You're going to get fouled.
Yeah.
You're going to get fouled in that situation by Cal Poly. But the more seconds you can run off the clock, the better.
Yeah, and you're up by 12 with 1:14 to go. Green to shoot 2. First one is good. We're not going to hear from Bob Williams after the game, Don, because
he's going to be busy.
With the senior ceremony, Green's second is good, 64-50, but we are supposed to get an assistant coach. I think it'll be Matt Stock. 1:10 left to go in the game. The Gauchos lead by 14. This is their biggest lead of the game, and Cal Poly never led in this game. I say it as if it's over because I think it's over. And now Cal Poly, it's Miko who lost his dribble, went to the ground. The Gauchos tied him up on the possession arrow. It will go to UCSB on the turnover. There's a wet spot is what Bob's saying. Well, let's see if Ridge Shipley comes back in. Let's see if Bob bring in either Dewan Smith or Sam Beeler, but probably not. Here's the inbound to Bryson. Bryson now trapped in the backcourt, throws it up to Vincent. Vincent gets it up into the front court. And Cal Poly does not look like it's going to foul, Don. They're not.
Well, they're down 14 with less than a minute to go.
Yeah. Here's Vincent now, dribbling on the left perimeter. Martin on him. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Vincent straight away. Now will launch a three. He got it! Gabe Vincent knocks down the three, and the Gauchos by 17. Sheed has it. 27 seconds left to go. DeJuan Smith is going to come back in if there's a stoppage in play. Sheed down the lane, lays it up. No good. Brewy had the rebound, and now there is a stoppage in play as Sheed is Brewy is fouled by Sheed. And unfortunately for DeJuan, well, now they're going to bring in Jerice Blackman and Maxwell Kupchak, and Tide Osafiso's coming in with Alex Hart. So the seniors are going to come out to a huge round of applause, the ones that are on the floor. Brewy is on the line to shoot two. So for Brewy to come out, the crowd are already acknowledging the seniors. Brewy's got to make at least the second free throw to come out. He makes the first. And now TJ Taylor will come off the floor. Gabe Vincent, who's a sophomore, comes off the floor. John Green comes off the floor. Michael Bryson comes off the floor. Green waves to the crowd behind us. And a standing ovation for the players here. Where are the students going? They're leaving. Can't leave yet. Get the senior thing to happen here. Come on, Mitch, make it. He did. And Mitch pumps his fist. Pumped his right fist. He'll come out. And a great job by Mitch Brewy. Gauchos lead it by 19, 69-50. Last 15 seconds of the game. Sutliff has it. Sutliff might as well launch. Nope, to Sheed. Sheed along the left sideline. Goes underneath. Slips it to Alwich. Threw it away. And Osafiso steals it. That'll do it. Final second. The Gauchos win it. 69-50, the final score. On